Alright, what's up guys? So today, I'm back at the range. I know it's been a little bit, had a couple matches. But today we're going to practice something specific. I'm pretty slow when it comes to like tripod stuff. So definitely going to attack that today. Going to be doing some tripod rear shooting. I'm going to be running both my rifles. Again with the KRG I'll be ranging. That'll be the only difference there. Going to kind of move around. I'm going to do some stuff on these tires over here too. Definitely going to be running it with a timer. So the thing with running this the way that I'm going to be running it is just that for me, my rifle's a little bit long. It's a 27.5-inch barrel and it's got a 5-inch suppressor on it, and so pulling it in and out of these rungs, I'm going to be losing time there, and then also just moving the tripod and maneuvering it in a way that I'm not fiddling with it between every shot, the least amount possible, to try to speed up that time in between shots. So lots of good practice today. Let's get after it.
Alright, so this is the prop I'll be shooting off of for these first few reps at least. Again, trying to go in and out of these rungs, that's going to make a big difference for me with a little bit of a longer rifle. Trying to manipulate the tripod as quickly as I can. Alright, so I'm going to be trying to do this as quickly as I can. I'm going to be running a shot timer because I feel very slow when I do this. I don't have any hard data to suggest that just yet, as far as like myself compared to someone that maybe looks fast to me. But I'm going to run the shot timer the first round, just going cruising at like an easy pace. I want to set a baseline, and then I'm going to be trying to improve on that each consecutive round, getting a little faster and a little faster while still getting my hits down range. I've got a target right now down at like 320. It's just a little, I don't know, little piece of steel down there. Not worried so much about the target or the distance or how big or little it is. For me, it's just about what's happening here and maneuvering my gear in a way that feels efficient, and I'm not making a ton of extra movements every time I have to go in and out of one of these rungs. So here we go. All right, so this will be a 5-round string. I'm gonna try to move every time. That way I can just get the reps moving in and out of the port. So we're gonna set the baseline this time. Definitely could have done a lot of things better on that. All right, so obviously that was not awesome. That was a 106 for 5 shots, which is pretty terrible. I mean, if you think about a 2-minute par time and you've got 10 positions, you're trying to fiddle a tripod the whole way through that thing, it's gonna be a nightmare. So you're definitely not gonna get your shots off. Dropped 1. I ended up having to push the tripod away from me a few times, which is not something I really ever want to have to do. I would prefer to always pull it towards me so I'm not collapsing the legs. I try to tighten them as much as I can so they're really stiff and hard to collapse. But just some things to improve on, so we're going to keep running it, try to get a little better each time. Alright, so I'm going to run the same course of fire now with my KRG rifle. Typically when I'm running that rifle, it's a different style of match, team field or team sniper, whatever you want to call it, style match. They're not telling you, hey, you can take 1 shot, 2 shots, and you have to change positions. It's like, here's the area you're shooting from, find something that works, and then there's your target array, and eliminate the targets kind of thing. Or you can, they'll be like, there's your target, you can just keep hitting it for more points. I've done that too. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go just off this top rung, but I'm gonna shoot the large target, the larger of the 2 pieces of steel. I'll get the hit there,
move to the smaller target, and I'll continue to engage the small target through the 5-shot string, getting as many impacts as I can. And I would be digging things out of my backpack typically as I'm like running up to the stage from the previous stage. So I'll just start with everything in my hand, kind of PRS style, but it's a little different when I'm running that rifle in those types of matches. But that's how we're gonna run this one, still engaging those same 2 pieces of steel. Here we go. All right, so we'll be ranging on the initial engagement. The 2 pieces of steel are right next to each other, so no need to continue ranging after that. Otherwise I would be ranging as I was going. And again, I'll start everything in hand. I'm gonna let this up here, see if it's the shot focus. That Elite Iron suppressor is just too damn good. So what I'll do differently with this now is I'll go down and do the full string at each rung as I let the barrel cool. All right, so I'm gonna run this thing back with my PRS rifle. I hate to say that first round was my baseline just because I missed one of the shots, but I am gonna try to go a little bit faster than that, just a few seconds faster, try to get all my hits, and we're gonna run that same exact string on that same target. So here we go. .72, 89 baseline, all 5 hits. All right, so if we call 89 the baseline, then I just need to work it down a couple seconds every rep from there. Got all 5 hits, that was good, felt good. There was one I threw it or I pulled and I was like, I don't know about that, but it ended up impacting. So I really need to make sure I dial that in. I'm just going to keep going, keep putting the reps in, and we'll see how it works out. So it's going to be a good day. Let's go. All right, well, I'm probably just gonna hit like one more rep of this. It is hot and I'm tired, and it's been a while out here. Got some good practice in, got a lot of things kind of worked out, especially working with the tripod, pushing it away from my body, being able to just reach through and just grab that inner leg and push that back so it's not collapsing the tripod, pushing the leg closest to me. That was a big thing. Definitely going to run this last one. I'm gonna run from the bottom up and back down to the bottom because that bottom position is killing me. Not very flexible, something I need to work on, so I need to be there more than the standing or the kneeling. So hit this last rep and then I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.